Hey racers, and welcome back to another live stream. And the topic for today's live stream is the best gym machine for Motocross Fitness. So first of all, before I get into the equipment and the machines, because that's what everyone always wants to hear, the thing that matters more than the equipment that you're using is the protocols and the systems that you use with those pieces of equipment. So if you're trying to build strength, there's multiple ways that you can build strength, right? But the system that you use for building that strength is more important than the piece of equipment. So, for example, like I always talk about developing overall strength, okay? And so, hey Chris, the stronger we can get you, the stronger you can get a rider, the lighter the bike feels. And the lighter the bike feels, the less energy you use. Hey Andrew. The less energy you use on the bike, the more consistent you're able to be when you go out and ride and go out and race. Now, the overall goal there is you need to be lifting moderately heavy weights, okay, or heavy weights, to be able to develop that level of strength. Otherwise, if you're not, you're never going to develop the level of strength you need to throw around a 100 kilo bike plus rider weight. Or so if you're 80 kilos, 180 kilos. So there's specific ways of doing that and developing overall strength. But in terms of equipment, the equipment's always secondary, right? The methodology is always first. So once you know you need to increase your overall strength, then you can start to use pieces of equipment and find equipment that fits into that category of improving your overall strength. Same as cardio and conditioning. The system you use with cardio is more important than the actual cardio equipment that you use. So interval training is what we need to be using. Okay, so it's short, sharp bursts of high intensity activity, exactly like a track. If you take a motocross track, an enduro track, there's bits that are hard and high intensity, bits that are much lower intensity. And so intervals is what we need to be using. That's the methodology, that's the mindset, right? So you can use intervals with a rowing machine, you can use intervals with an exercise bike, you can do running, you could do the elliptical, you could do an assault runner, multiple different types of equipment. But the equipment's not anywhere near as important as the actual protocol. Same with the strength stuff, right? If we know we need to build overall strength, the protocol is more important than the actual equipment itself. If you want to do strongman and develop overall strength, great. If you're good at Olympic weightlifting and you enjoy that, then great. If you want to do powerlifting, then that's great. That is the most important thing. Okay, once we've got that dialed and you've got your mindset sorted on what you're trying to achieve, then you can go crazy with the different types of equipment you want to use. So if I had to put it down to one gym machine, which is, it's not really a machine, it's more of a piece of equipment, it would be the barbell, okay, a bar and weights. That would be the number one thing that I would narrow it down to. And the reason I would narrow it down to a bar and weights is there's so many ways that you can train the body with the bar and weights. For majority of you, not for all of you, okay, there'll be a small percentage of you that have high levels of strength already, but for majority of you, you need to work on getting stronger. That's the thing that needs to happen. You might think that it's cardio, you might think that you need to work on your endurance, but the strength is really the base, hey Luke, of what you need to be working on. That's what's going to allow your endurance to improve, is getting stronger. So when you get stronger, it makes lighter weights feel lighter. And the more we can get lighter weights to feel lighter, the more you're going to be able to move those weights. Okay, and what that means is your endurance starts to increase and starts to become better. So the bar and weights is really where it's at. That would be my go-to if you just had to pick one piece of equipment. But again, the equipment isn't really the important part. It's what you do with that equipment, which is more important. And I find for riding and racing is they have that flipped around. Okay, they tend to focus more on the equipment. Okay, the rowing machine or the runner, or going cycling or getting a new mountain bike and all that sort of stuff. When that's not really the most important part. Okay, the most important part is the protocols that you use with those pieces of equipment. That's really all I've got for today. I don't know if there's any questions on that or not. If you've got any, you can post them up. But otherwise, that's really all I've got. That would be my top piece of equipment. Obviously, there's heaps of different things that you can use, but the bar has stood the test of time when it comes to developing strength and developing fitness as well. So, short and sharp video for today, for Friday. Hopefully you guys have a great weekend and you can get out on the bike. And I'm sure I'll chat to you at the start of next week. See you guys.